Welcome to the first annual Shroud of Turin debate. Please welcome Mr. Scientist and Mr. Religion. The first question is for you, Mr. Scientist. Much of your argument against the shroud of belonging to Jesus Christ is based upon radiocarbon dating, a chemical process in which scientists take advantage of the presence of natural radioactivity in the environment to roughly estimate the age of artifacts. Can you discuss the results of radiocarbon dating?
Yes. We used radiocarbon dating and took samples from the Shroud of Turin to determine the carbon-14 content of the samples. The Arizona, Oxford, and Zurich labs each took 4 samples, accumulating to 16 samples total that all yielded the same results. Similar results showed that the shroud was made of linen dating back from 1325 AD. These results conclude that the burial cloth of Jesus Christ could not have been the Shroud of Turin.
Well, as you know, the shroud was passed around from city to city for over 200 years for people to marvel at. The original carbon-14 could easily have been tampered with from other people and living organisms touching and interacting with it because there were no "this is holy" laws. Also, the Shroud of Turin is definitely older than the Middle Ages, simply for the way that the body was crucified. In the Middle Ages on, crucifixion paintings had nails going through their hands. On the Shroud of Turin, it is depicted that they are going through the wrist, which is how the Romans did it, showing that it must be older than Middle Ages.
The placement of the hands on the image of the Shroud of Turin cannot tell how old the Shroud of Turin actually is. The results of radiocarbon dating are scientific and proven and reliable. For all we know, an artist could have painted the image on the Shroud of Turin and simply gotten the placement of the hands wrong. There's just no way to determine the time period of what Shroud of Turin was from based on the placement of the hands.
Mr. Scientist, you claim that the shroud could have been painted. What's your reasoning behind this?
The Shroud of Turin could have easily been painted by an artist for numerous reasons. First of all, the artist could have painted the image on the Shroud of Turin to depict the image of Jesus Christ's crucifixion. Dr. Walter Macron said that the shroud is inspired painting produced by the medieval artist just before its appearance in 1356. The pigments red ochre and vermilion with the collagen tempera medium was a common paint composition during the 14th century and is found in the Shroud of Turin. This is, in conclusion, the Shroud of Turin is a beautiful painting created about 1355 for a church in need of a pilgrim-attracting relic.
No, the blood has been determined that it was put on there, that it is real blood, and it was placed before the image of Jesus Christ was put onto there. Also, there are no brush strokes. No artist, no scientist, no one has been able to find brush strokes. Finally, also, there have been 2 faces on the side, on both sides. Now, it could be that they bled through, except a test was done, and they do not meet in the middle. There's a face on one side and a face on the other. The image depicted on the Shroud of Turin would have had to be produced with technology that was not available during the medieval times to get it so that it was only on both sides but not in the middle. Italian scientists concluded that the exact shade, texture, and depth of the imprints on the cloth could only be produced by ultraviolet lasers, a technology that was clearly not available to medieval artists.
Well, speaking of technology, in 1980, using technology such as electron microscopy and X-ray diffraction, concluded that iron oxide and hematite, as well as mercuric sulfide, were found on the Shroud of Turin, proving the image was painted twice. First, with red ochre, and secondly, with vermilion, to bring out the blood image areas. Technology has proven that an artist could have easily painted this image.
Both sides have presented very insightful arguments and defended themselves well. This is going to be a controversy that will continue on for many years to come. The choice is now yours. Do you think this Shroud of Turin belongs to Jesus Christ himself?